What's up, and welcome to the Los Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Eslam, aka Rod God of the Sun, accompanied by Dan Papa Sun Killer, Dan Emperor Disco. How's it going, fellas?
Good. What's up? Good to be back.
Nice.
I
I made
missed
it
y'all. I
through.
missed y'all.
Yeah. Do you
I
feel any
made it.
pressure not to not mess up that time?
I knew I wasn't gonna mess up.
Yeah.
I was just like, watch my mic get fucked up. They're gonna
Yep.
start laughing, and it's
I was
just
just
like,
sitting here just waiting for something.
yeah. I saw you smirking. I was like, oh God, no, no. So I'm
Um,
glad it didn't. You know.
no, we got through that. We all got through
Yeah.
it together.
We made it. We made it.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Well, thanks for coming, guys. This has
Yeah.
been an episode of the Splash Cat Podcast.
We appreciate you coming here on Twitch. We appreciate you checking it out on YouTube. If you like what you're no, I'm just kidding.
That was it. That was
Yeah,
it.
that was it.
Maybe.
We're just here to say hi
Boom.
at this point. Um, is that Henry? Oh,
Yeah.
Socks
Let
guy,
me get
long
let me
time
get
no
the chat.
see.
What's up, Jack?
Oh man, were you on a cruise this whole time, bro? What happened?
The things you choose to remember.
What's up, bro? He was
Oh
on
man.
he was on a 6 months cruise around the
Oh,
world. Yeah, so this week on the episode we're gonna discuss and review Dexter Resurrection.
Yep, tonight's the
Uh,
night.
Tonight is the night. After I don't know how many months it's been over, but we're here. We're doing it. We're
We'll
gonna
look
do
into
it.
that. We'll look into
Yeah.
that for you, Jack. Figure it out
Um,
for you.
what was,
He hasn't been getting alerts when we go live.
Didn't
Okay.
somebody else say that too? I kind of vaguely remember somebody else.
I don't know if it was on Twitch though.
Mm.
maybe it
you
was
know,
on YouTube.
Mm.
Like they weren't
Yeah,
getting alerts when the
something.
episodes came
Yeah.
out. Yeah. Turn on the notifications. I don't know if that's the issue or not. Maybe
It
just
might be something on our end. Yeah, I
maybe
don't
just Twitch doesn't like us because we don't stream every week now. But yeah, same thing with YouTube. But
know.
Dexter Resurrection. Before we get into that, the Dexter Origins got canceled, unfortunately. The
What was
news
it
has
called?
been-
First Blood?
No, it wasn't it Dexter Origin? Original Sin.
Original Sin. There we go.
There we go. There we go.
Dexter
We just came up with two other
Oh,
shows.
that's it.
I mean, Origins was close enough.
Yeah. I like First Blood. First Blood makes sense.
Yeah, first, yeah, sure. Dexter Original Sin got canceled, which was this because I think it got renewed for season 2, and then
It got renewed, then it got canceled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's messed up. That's cold.
Yeah.
That's messing with people's emotions. Like
That's
Well,
fucked up. No
it's
take
the-
backsies.
It's the thing. The thing is, like, the people who took over Paramount Plus, apparently, they took over and they were just like, "Hey, we want Dexter Resurrection to come back quicker, so this show is done." And then, like, the other spinoff where they were gonna do the what's his name, Trinity. They're like, "Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen." So we haven't heard that yet,
Oh.
but it looks like they just moved everything. It was like, we're gonna focus on Dexter Resurrection because they just want Michael C. Hall.
Yeah. I mean, the other
Original
guy
Sin-
did.
so good too.
Yeah.
I wanted to see.
I want to see Dokes.
I
Yeah.
wanted to see Young Doke so bad.
I want to see
really
Doke.
seeing all the young versions. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it's the Asian guy. Oh, it's the other guy.
I wanted to see Young Dokes. LaGuerta was finally tolerable. In
Young
Original
Angel.
Sin. Young Angel is fantastic.
Yep.
He looks exactly like the other Angel.
Hilarious.
Speaks like they did so good with the castings, like the Dexter casting, the Deb casting. Like
Mhm.
they did so good with the
Such a good job.
castings. All the characters like did really well portraying the original characters and actors, and it was just like it was done well. I don't know. The story was good for me. I enjoyed every episode. So I just don't understand why they canceled it.
All that
But-
budget went to Christian Slater and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Why they're doing another Buffy or something?
No, I'm just they're two,
Oh,
they're two
yeah.
very famous actors.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, I forgot that was his dad. And
He said new Buffy. I would watch though. I would. I would watch a new Buffy.
Oh man, but yeah, I still love the fact that the actors who played the younger versions are in fact older than the original actors in the first episode of Dexter,
Oh shit,
which is wild. Like that Angel Batista is older than the other Angel Batista was. Same thing with LaGuerta. which is insane to think about.
when they did the wow.
Episode 1 of the original Dexter.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
that's crazy.
I know.
Fun fact, right
I don't
there.
know what that says about the original cast members, bro. Like
They, they're going through it. They're going through it, man.
why'd they look old as fuck?
That's so messed up. That's so messed up.
I'm just like that's what I'm saying. I'm just like they didn't have the same, nutrition and
I guess.
makeup as what they have today.
At
But
this time, there's like we're gonna be on some show. Most of us worked on that show Oz. We're just
yeah,
over here. We're hoping that this does something. We'll see.
yeah,
And then it turned out to be a hit.
yeah. My God. All right, let's get into Dexter Resurrection. Um, when they first announced the show, I was just like, why?
Mhm.
Because I really enjoyed the ending of Dexter New Blood. I feel like it was just like a really nice bow on Dexter's story.
Mhm.
The way spoilers, if you haven't watched it, the way he died at the end, it was um because of Henry. He killed him because he broke the code. And at the
Harrison.
end, oh, Harrison, sorry. Um, so same,
What
same,
show
same,
did you watch?
same. um, when Harrison shot him because he broke the
Yeah.
code, he killed that cop,
Then
and
Malcolm
then when
showed up.
Dokes was there, and then Deb was like at the end, like held his hand or whatever, or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a really beautiful ending to this
Yeah.
whole journey we went on with Dexter. And then they're like, "All right, we're gonna bring him back," and I was just like, "Why?"
They
Because
could
we're
have
in the
totally.
minority.
They could have
Yeah.
totally just left
Yeah.
it right there. Boom, put a
Yeah.
bow on it, and it would have been
Yeah.
all right too. It would have been all right there.
Yeah.
But
And then
Yeah,
the
it's
honestly,
just
show came out.
everybody hated that ending except for like us and a very small
Yeah.
group of people. Just
Yeah.
is
a
that what
bunch of
happened?
people complained online. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, is
I
that why
remember
they
when.
brought it back?
Yeah, when we were because remember that we were doing episode to episode recording at that time, and I remember reading about stuff online, and everybody was mad, and they had no like the only reasoning was because like you can't kill Dexter. I was like, they're ending the show.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole reason why it's happening. But everyone's like, no, this is wrong, whatever, and they complained almost as much as when the original show ended
Yeah.
because that was a bad ending.
Yeah.
Dexter, what Cold Front? I don't know what it was called. I can't remember.
Was it just Dexter?
No, the last one,
No,
the one where he died, where Harrison shot him. That I can't remember
New
the name
Blood.
of that one. New Blood. Thank you,
New
Dexter
Blood.
New Blood.
Cold Front.
I don't know. I just threw something out there because they were cold. That's
That
what I'm
genuinely
calling it
threw
now.
me off. I was like, "What Dexter?"
I was like,
I
I'll
thought
call
that
it
was like the
something.
name of the episode of like the
no.
original
No.
show because he ended up in like a logging snow
yeah.
place.
No, yeah,
and-
no. Trust me, I could come up with a bunch of Dexters, but I was just giving you a chance. But yeah, no, Dexter, New Blood, now known as Cold Front. That was like the ending, and a lot of people were just mad because they didn't want it to end. So they're like, all right, well, we want to make a lot of money, and there's nothing else on Showtime making money right now. So let's
that's 100% true.
let's figure
I mean, there's
something
like the
out.
Star Trek shows, but those have
Yeah,
been
they're not hitting like Dexter
Yeah.
does.
No,
You
no.
know, they got that in South Park.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, no. So it's just hey, so they were coming out, but yeah, I remember at the time, a lot of people were complaining online. Like a lot of people were really upset. We were just a few,
Yeah.
you know, the proud.
The moon. So then the resurrection came out, and we saw the first episode, and I was like, all right, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
The
it
way
was so
they,
cold, it stopped the bleeding from jumping
I
out.
mean,
or something.
it's plausible.
It's yeah, sure. I
If
mean, he
it's-
was out
if
there for
it's
like a
that
day, but
cold,
okay. Yeah.
Slows down.
Dude was there for a while.
Yeah, didn't she come back right away? Because the officer was there when.
In the retcon, yeah.
Oh,
If I remember correctly, it was like he died. He bled out completely. And then like no, he was done. Like he was over with. And now it's just like
when she
no,
found
no,
him.
no. Yeah. Like,
No, and I remember at the end of the episode, like Harrison shot him, and then she showed up right away, and she was like, she took the gun and told Harrison to take his car and go.
yes,
And
while
then,
Dexter is laying there bleeding out, blood's all over the snow.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right, whatever. Somehow they fucking brought him back. It's
yeah,
okay. They came up with a bullshit story. They brought the way he came back when he was like unconscious and like in a coma, and you know where he kind of went through like Ghosts of Christmas Past, and meeting everybody. I thought that
mhm,
was really cool. I
mhm,
enjoyed that a lot. Um, and then when he woke up and they were like, you're like, oh shit, they're gonna arrest him, and how is he gonna get out of jail? And it's just
mhm,
like, oh no, it was a mistake. We shot you by accident. Like
yeah,
it's yeah. So don't sue us, please. He's like, oh shit, okay, I'm just gonna go to New York.
no,
Um, the and then while we were watching it, like Nadia and I were like, all right, this is getting a little ridiculous because like New York has cameras everywhere. Everybody's on their phones recording something. And it's just like they would be able to catch Dexter so quick in New York, it wouldn't even be funny. But like we were like, all right, this is getting ridiculous, but we're just gonna
yeah.
let go of that so we can enjoy the rest of the show.
I
But
mean, in this universe, he's
yeah,
essentially the most successful serial killer there is
yeah,
in history, really, the Bay Harbor Butcher.
yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it can't be helped.
But yeah, no, when I saw so we're gonna I guess we already started talking about the first episode, but my overall thing with the show, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. I loved what they did with it. I loved all the characters in it. It was a lot of fun. Um, how they ended some of the character story was very interesting.
Hmm.
Kind of, tying off all like the old
Sounds,
characters other
yeah.
than Dexter himself.
Hmm.
And then, with I guess season 2 coming out now, we're just going to start building new characters and new friendships and, you know, new serial killers to murder.
Oh yeah,
So I enjoyed it very much. It was good, and can't wait for season 2. Yeah. What about you, Dan?
yeah. No, I liked it. I liked it a lot. But I had to clear my throat. I
No, that's not why I'm laughing at you. Like, yeah, no, I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. No, I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a really good amount,
I give it a
actually.
half a thumbs up.
Yeah, no. The cast. This is the best cast Dexter's ever had. As far as actors go, and yeah, man. What really got me was when he was in the hospital, and I'm not, go too much into detail right now, but when Batista's there,
Yeah,
and then they set it up early on in the season. It's like, okay, it's a game of cat and mouse between Dexter and Batista. So
yeah,
like we know Dexter's going to be doing his thing. Like there was already, I don't know if you guys did any research. I like to do stuff like that with certain things. So it's like I
no,
kind of knew more or less what was going on this
hmm,
season before they revealed it. So I knew where it was going to get to, but there was potential that there was going to be something with Batista. And then when it was like confirmed, it was like, okay, so this is going to be like going on while he's doing this, and
yeah,
I like that, especially since it is a character like Batista.
hmm,
So so that is something I did enjoy a lot, and the Harrison stuff wasn't bad either because at one point I was just like I don't really care that much about Harrison, but he's obviously a major character in the series now. So I was pleasantly surprised about like his little story arc and what he's got going on. Like the whole thing starts off with
yeah.
him doing what he does. So, but yeah, no, I thought it was a good show. I liked it overall.
Nice disco.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to agree as well. I enjoyed the cast, and like I said, I was okay with it ending before, so I was like, kind of like,
Yeah,
do I need this? Do we need
Yeah.
this? And Dexter in New York, I don't know, it just sounded so just like wild. I don't know, but overall, the end product was fantastic. I really enjoyed the Prater stuff with the it's like
mhm.
a dark passenger buffet, and I don't know, that concept really just was blowing me away. It was just like, I love that. And they had the guy from Modern Family, that one dude,
Neil
man, I
Patrick
forgot his
Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris.
MPH, bro. How you forget MPH?
What's that guy from the? Oh man, I'm forgetting the other guy.
Oh, Polka
Oh,
Dot
the
Man.
Gemini, yeah,
Yeah,
Spot,
Polka Dot
whatever.
Man.
Pocket Polka Dot Man. I said
Yeah.
Spot. What the fuck am I even talking about? That yeah, I just love the cast, man. It was so good, and
So
just the
yeah, so
idea and Prater and shoot, it all came together so
I'm
well.
telling you, this
And
cast was great.
yeah,
yeah,
so
and I
let's
don't
get
know. I
into
think
it
the
then.
weakest part was like Harrison. I don't know.
Harrison
Overall,
to
like
me
I'll
was a side
accept it, but
character, kind
overall,
of.
I'm like kind of like about it.
Harrison to me was like a side character in the background. Like,
No,
yes, it
Yeah.
started with him, but once Dexter's back in the picture, like it was
no.
about him. Um, with so let's get into the Prater stuff. So the show kind of
Spoilers.
the main yeah, we're gonna start spoilers. The main part of the show is Dexter starts hunting. He finds this serial killer who kills Uber drivers. I forgot what they call them in
Ride shares,
the
drivers.
rideshare drivers. And Dexter finds him, kills him, finds an invitation in his apartment, goes to this invitation, and it's this tech billionaire who enjoys like the company of serial killers. He's very fascinated by them. He has like this huge collection, has like this like hidden museum of like uh artifacts of serial killers from like across time. He had like the clown suit of Wayne Gacy, right? I think that's his name.
John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. He had like a bunch of stuff. What do we see there? The blood slides of the Bay Harbor Butcher, which I
Which
thought
the
was like
original ones we haven't seen since season 2
yeah.
of the
So it was
original
like
show, which is crazy.
yeah, which was like very nice and very cool to see. Um, we got to see like all the other stuff. There was like another
Ice
serial
truck killers.
ice
You know,
truck
thing.
killer, yeah. There was another serial killer kind of in the background that the cops were after, um and he had the weapon on hanging on his museum, like the fish hook type
What was
thing.
it called? It was something Reaper. It was something New York. New York. No,
The New York Ripper, something
Ripper.
Ripper.
It was something Ripper. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dexter gets introduced to all these people, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm going to talk to like-minded people, see what they're about." He starts like talking to them, and you know, he's like enjoying himself hanging out with them. At the same time, he's like, "All right, I'm gonna." He's planning all these murders, all because Dexter does what he does. He kills other serial killers. First one to go was MPH. Was I was kind of disappointed with because I wanted to see him a little bit more in the show.
Well,
'Cause
it's
I
funny
just love
because
Neil Patrick
yeah,
Harris.
because I was sitting there, I was just like, he probably has something to do. He's like, listen, guys, I got a bunch of work coming up.
He's like, you
I
guys
need to
got
be
me
at
for
it.
like 2 episodes max. Like, so like, um,
I just love the direction. They were like, hey, we need you to kind of just be Barney.
yeah.
Just be Barney from How I Met Your Mother if he was a serial killer.
uh,
Which, honestly, if anybody from How I Met Your Mother was a serial killer, it would be Barney.
it would be, it would be, um, yeah. Then the one of the dads from Modern Family was there. Jessica Jones. Um,
Mm.
uh, then Polka Dot
It's
Man
going to call
was.
them all by their character names from other
I
things.
forget their I forget their names. I don't. I forget their actor names. Who else was there?
It was them. It was them. So you got Gemini, the ponytail, Lady. I was gonna say Lady Deathstrike.
Uh,
Uh,
Lady Vicious or
MPH,
something.
Lady Vengeance.
Lady
Yeah,
Vengeance. Yeah,
yeah,
Vengeance.
yeah. It was just them, and then you had Red, who
yeah,
and
yeah,
then Prater with Uma Thurman
yeah.
as
Oh
his.
yeah, dang.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. This cast,
Charlie.
Red
Charlie.
was
Yeah,
being called the Dark Passenger, and Dexter got really mad. He
that
was
was
like,
hilarious.
"Yeah,
Yeah,
that inner monologue of him just like being like, no, he's not the Dark Passenger." That's my thing. That was really funny. But yeah, so Dexter goes and kills them, one by one, and navigating Prater and like all this stuff. He meets this family from one of the rideshare peoples. He's living with them.
blessing. Yeah,
Yeah, and at the same time, Batista's hunting him, trying to prove. And Batista's starting to look crazy to these other two cops, which are like the main cops, because they're trying to find who killed this man and chopped him up
Mm.
um, which Harrison did in the beginning, and Dexter's trying to help Harrison get out of this and build his relationship back up, and all this stuff is going on. So the show had a lot going on, but at the same time it was done in a way where it was like very manageable, and um like it wasn't hard to keep track of, it wasn't overwhelming, it wasn't boring. The pacing was done really well. So yeah, I think one of my favorite parts is like Dexter bragging to Harrison that he killed the Gemini killer, and
Mhm.
he was like, there was two of them.
Yeah.
Like, and he was like so happy about that, and it's just like, I was like, that's so goddamn funny.
Because it's like the thing is like what this season was about at the end of the day. It's just like he wants to have that connection, and the
Yeah,
only person he can have that connection with is Harrison until he finds this group,
yeah,
and that's where he's just like, oh, I could kind of be myself with them. But then you have like his conscience of like Harry is kind of just like, listen, you know what you're here for. You know what you're supposed to do.
yeah,
Like these are not your people. You have a son, and that which is perfect because Dexter comes back is like, yeah, like you were real cool with me, right? Like
yeah.
so it's like there was a lot of like the father son dynamic thing
And they
going
did a
on.
nod to like Trinity when Prater comes in and he's like, "Hello, Red," and he introduces himself to Harrison, and like
Yeah,
it's again like he's bringing that kind of trouble back into his family's life, like he did
mm,
with Rita.
yeah,
So that was like a very nice nod back to like the Trinity stuff.
oh yeah, it's yeah, and that's the thing where Trinity is very big in Harrison's life, obviously.
Yeah,
So but yeah, no, it's like I said, man, I enjoy the show. With Batista in particular, it's we're already in spoiler territory, so it's like you kind of knew it had to end where it was going to end with Batista.
that's the thing. We were like, how are they gonna do it? Because I was like, I didn't want Dexter to kill Batista.
Hmm.
And I was just like, and towards the end, Batista was like looking like he was paranoid and crazy to the cops, where he's like, "It's Dexter. Look what he's done."
Hmm.
Like he found the kill room, and he was like, "Look this, look that." And I was like, okay, so I think maybe they'll
The
go in the
cops will do it.
direction where he's gonna try to do something, and he's gonna endanger himself, and he's gonna die by the cops.
That's what I thought.
But the way they did it too wasn't bad. Like I like the way they did it, where he got caught, Prater, and then Prater ends up shooting him after Dexter frees him, so they can try to escape. And the first thing he does is just try to kill Dexter.
Which you know what I that's one thing I did see some people complain about that
Yeah,
online. I was like, I'm all for that.
no,
Dude
that's
was he was
yeah,
in this room. He is kind of going losing a little bit.
yeah.
He's in there in the dark, tied up for who knows how many hours. In
It
his
was like
mind,
24 hours, I think.
yeah, in his mind, he's dead. In his
Yeah,
mind, he's already done. So it's just like, hey, my goal is stop Dexter. I don't care. Nothing else matters. And so once he has that opportunity, yep, that's my goal. So it's like it makes sense at least in my head.
yeah.
You
No,
know,
I thought that was interesting. I thought it was funny. I wasn't
yeah,
mad at it, or I wasn't
yeah,
like, I thought it was gonna be like he's gonna release him, and then they're gonna try to escape, but like it was just like instant, boom,
yeah,
hands around the neck, and I was just like, that's hilarious.
yeah.
And
I
then he
just
get
love that his final words to him were
was the
basically
fuck
like a
you.
yeah.
Yeah, he
I
was
was
just
like,
like,
that's the funniest thing. I was just
he
like,
literally was like, fuck you, Dexter Morgan, and he just died. I was like,
and
that's fantastic.
it's
That's
it's the
that's like Dexter's best friend too. Just like
yeah.
Yeah,
such the craziest thing.
Well, that's the thing. It's just like because you kind of know it's like all right, we're gonna get to a point where Batista's got to go, and other than Dexter, the most beloved person in this show is
yeah,
Batista.
yeah,
Always has been.
yeah,
So it's just like, okay, you have to be smart about how you do it. That's why when because I was thinking the same thing, Eslam, where it's like, all right, it's gonna be the cops. That's gonna be upsetting because it's like I'm not gonna be okay with that. Where it's just like, in the end, it's like you have this beloved character where everybody's to think he went crazy and then he was killed by cops, and Dexter caused it to happen. Essentially, I
yeah.
was like, that's not. So it's like the way they did do it. I was
I
like,
didn't
okay,
think
I'm better off
Dexter
with
was
this.
gonna directly cause it to happen, like kind of
It's
like,
gonna seem that way though.
yeah. I mean, to us, it wouldn't, as
Yeah,
the audience in
in the show.
universe. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, I can see that.
yeah,
Um, I thought it was just like he's gonna keep going crazy and going after Dexter to the point where the cops are gonna have to interfere and stop him, and Dexter's gonna play innocent. But yeah, I get what you mean.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm like I said, I'm glad with how they did it. Still sucks they did it. I would like to see Batista still be around.
The
But hey,
only the
let us
only
see who could be the
thing I
guy who
would
stops him.
like to see moving forward is like, so he got at the end he got like all those folders with all the other serial killers and stuff. I want to see longer hunting periods.
Yeah.
Like
Well, like how it was in the original show.
yeah, I want to see like these big bads where he has like a longer hunting period.
Yeah.
Um that was always like the most interesting part, was like the thrill of the hunt.
I want to see him with Eric Stone Street. Like I like that you have like the New York Ripper and all these other things, but like no,
Yeah.
have him go against Eric Stone Street, who's like there already is a built-in backstory now. That's the guy
Mm.
from
Modern Family.
Modern Family.
Yeah.
So it's like have him be the guy next season.
Yeah,
Where it's
exactly.
just like that's where I
'Cause
would
he's like
go
the
now.
one that got away, and it's just like,
Exactly.
yeah.
And Dexter's not cool with the one who got away. And
Yeah.
it's just like how many times have they mentioned the New York Ripper? That is going to be something.
Oh yeah,
And I
100%.
think that would be cool because they have his weapon. He
Yeah.
hasn't killed in a long time. It's not often, but Dexter going out after a retired
Yeah.
killer, like
That'd be
that's
interesting.
hard. So like
Yeah.
that's gonna be a really cool show. I mean, a really cool season, I think too, where it's like he has to hunt down somebody who's not actively doing this.
Yeah, and someone in another state too. So
Yeah.
it's gonna
So
be
yeah.
interesting. I'm looking
There's
forward to
a
that.
lot of potential for sure.
Yeah. And Trinity's son, as far as I know, I still don't think he's dead. And we know that he has the darkness in him.
Mm, that's true.
So
You mentioned that before.
yeah, so he's still out there. He could potentially be the New York Ripper. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
there's stuff that, I think age wise it wouldn't make sense. Maybe it will. I don't know. But there's potential for story out there.
The his interaction with Kristen Ritter, I think that's her name.
Yeah.
Was very funny because like
The New York accent.
no, what I think the episode was called like Murder Horny or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
That was really funny, and it's just like their interaction, and then her being like, "I'm not some type of like the whole lady vengeance thing." It's just
Yeah.
like sometimes I just need to kill, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Damn, I thought this was gonna be," and then he ended up, framing her for the murder that Harrison did, which I was like, "That's perfect." I was like,
No.
"That's a good call. Good job, Dexter."
No. Did you guys see any of the like little featurettes after or like any of the talk show stuff about the show at all?
I don't think so.
So
No.
I watched a couple of them, and it's funny because like a lot of these people were like, so she was supposed to be in the original series years ago, and it just never worked out. I
Oh.
don't know if she was going to play Lila in season 2 or not,
Uh-huh.
but she was supposed to be in the show doing something, and then just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Eric Stone Street was supposed to play a random dead body because this was
Oh,
before
shit.
Modern Family, and he wasn't famous, and he was just like, man, I hope I get this role just so I could just be a dead body.
Imagine he was a dead body, and then he comes back. He goes to Modern Family, comes famous, and comes back as this other killer.
Yeah,
You're like,
it's
wait
possible.
a second. Like that would have been really funny.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Henry.
birthday, Henry.
Happy birthday, Henry.
But yeah, no, you have that, and then what's it called? The Gemini. I just had his name, I forgot it, but he was another one where so apparently this dude had a lot of like drug problems when he was
No.
like kind of going through like acting and stuff. And
Mm.
like one of the things he was just like, yeah, he was just trying to get sober and get his life back together. And watching Dexter is what kind of like got him back to
Oh, nice.
being over. So he's like the fact that like the show that which he loves, that he got to be in it and then play this character. So it's like a lot of these people actually had history with the show in their own personal way. So it was pretty cool to see that. And the whole New York setting, I think is funny because like you guys are saying like it doesn't make sense. Michael C. Hall lives in New York, and I'm pretty sure he just doesn't want to travel for work.
That's funny.
So you have that. You
Easy
have
fix.
yeah, exactly. You have him. You have what's his name? Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, he lives in New York
He's
too.
New York.
Yeah.
Batista, was a New York cop before he was an actor. He was an
Oh
actual.
shit.
He was a police officer in New
Oh,
York.
Oh,
did not
dang.
know that.
Yeah, so he did that, and then he did like a lot of like Broadway type stuff,
Mm.
and then he got a role for some show one day called Dexter, and they're like, "Hey, you need to be a cop." He's like, "I know how to do that." So
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
so it's like there's a lot of ties to New York, so it's
Makes
It
sense.
almost makes sense that
Yeah,
that's where they are now at this point.
it's not. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The funniest is like Michael C. Hall lives in New York, and it's just like, all right, we'll film there.
Yeah, they were saying in one of the things where they were doing some filming, and obviously they're filming on location, and something happened where people were just walking through the scene, and the people not from New York was like, "How do we stop this?" I'm like, "This is New York. Just keep filming."
Yeah.
It's like we're not going to stop New Yorkers from walking through our scene.
No, it's I've done that because I'm just like because they
You got
block
stuff to
off
do.
like they block off whole sidewalks and shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? I'm trying to get to work. Like
I got
you're
things to
fucking
do.
being
Yeah.
inconvenient. Like I'm not, and like you can't go around that shit because like walking around a New York City
Yep.
block is gonna fucking take another 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah. No, I'm in this movie now.
Yeah, like send me my 5 cent check.
Be an extra.
Yeah.
I forget which movie it is, but there's one movie in particular, old movie, from like the 80s, I think. With it's filmed in New York, and it's Dustin Hoffman walking with somebody in the middle of the street. And as they're walking and crossing the street, a real New York taxi driver shows up and almost hits him. He goes into New York mode, Dustin Hoffman, slams on the hood. He's like, "Hey, we're walking here." And then, like, none of that was part of the scene. That was not scripted. It just happened and they left it in the movie.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, man. So what do you guys I told you Eric Stone Street. I want to see him next season. What are you guys thinking?
I want to see him. I think seeing the New York Ripper would be cool. I'm I guess it's like, what do we want to happen with Harrison?
He's gonna
Do we?
study to be a cop.
Yeah, it's just like, but is he gonna like end up doing it, or is he gonna fall back into his, you know, give into his like dark temptations while he's as a cop, or
Hey,
like
this was the whole discussion we had during Cold Front, where
cool. Yeah,
I remember you kept saying how he had his own version of a dark passenger and all this
yeah,
other stuff. And I remember I was just like, I don't think he does. And the thing is, in that show, he did.
yeah.
And then they did Dexter Resurrection. They retconned it, and now he doesn't.
Oh Lord,
Because it's
okay.
like in this one, it's just like they even tell him he's like, I don't have that urge, like I don't have that need, like Dexter does. Like
Yeah,
he felt horrible about how he did it. Like when Dexter did it, he feels elated, he feels
yeah,
relief. Like Harrison was paranoid this entire show, this
yeah,
entire season, because he's not about that life, at least not now. And
yeah.
the other show he was, but they're
Well,
like, let's
maybe
just
when he
retcon
killed
it.
Dexter, he lost that.
Well,
When he killed his
it's
father,
You look back
he
to
killed
season
his
5 with
dark
Lumen.
passenger. Yeah,
Yeah, where Lumen, she wanted revenge. She killed her people, and Dexter's
yeah,
like, "All right, we could do this together." She's like, "No, I'm good. I'm
yeah,
not. I don't want this." And
yeah.
so
I
I
got.
think I think that's a really good point. Yeah, where he kind of just, nah, I don't need this no more.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if he does become a cop. I wonder if they're gonna do a bigger story with those two New York cops, especially that
They're
lady.
cool. Claudette, she's a really cool. I like her a lot.
Yeah, she was a cool character. Staying Alive just
Yep, just
played.
listen to Bee Gees.
Yeah. Um, and then I do want to see the New York Ripper because that's a big thing for her. So if she comes back, so they're gonna definitely do the New York Ripper. Um, and then like I said before, I want to see like longer hunting periods. Like even if you're gonna do two big bads in the season,
Hmm.
like I want each one to take up like a lot of time.
Yeah,
Like
I think they'll go back to traditional like
hopefully,
Dexter.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
I think this one was kind of just like, hey, we're trying to bring the show back, and there's no guarantee we're going to get another season. Let's take everything we have, all these actors, and throw everything at the wall and hope it sticks. And it worked. So
Yeah.
now I think, hey, we got renewed. Let's go back to what got us here. I think. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I want eventually the person who takes him down to be Masuka. I need Masuka to be the guy.
I was thinking, like, since Angel died, I wonder if any of the other older cast will be like, oh, if he's dead, maybe he was
I
on
think,
something.
yeah,
So
I
I
think
think
Quinn.
maybe Joey,
Yep.
Quinn is gonna be like, hey, what's up? Because like, if it was nothing, then he would still be alive. But since he
Yeah.
died, I feel like that's gonna pique somebody's interest. Be like, hey,
Yeah, but
maybe
the way he died in Prater's room. They found Prater's stuff, like, so it's like Prater killed him, not Dexter.
Yeah, but Quinn in the original show didn't trust Dexter.
Yeah,
Like he didn't trust him, and then eventually he kind of just gave up on it because he was dealing with the whole the season nobody remembers, the Russian mob.
yeah,
Where it's just like he was dealing with his own thing with his Russian girlfriend stripper, and so he kind of just stopped, and they kind of just forgot about that thing. And then in the very last season, where Dexter kills the brain surgeon on camera in prison, Joey Quinn and Batista see it happen. They see him kill the brain surgeon, and they're like, "Yeah, we're just gonna mark it down as self defense.
yeah,
We're not gonna let you get in trouble." And then that's where infamously Dexter goes, and he dies in the hurricane.
yeah,
But that's the thing where like Joey has seen him kill. Joey has assumed that there's something up with him because he's off,
yeah,
and it's similar to Dokes, just not to that extent.
yeah,
So it's like he's got it in there, and it's like, okay, now I know, Dexter's alive. Apparently, Batista's going to see Dexter. Now Dexter is dead. And
Batista's dead.
yeah, or I'm sorry, Batista's dead. Dexter's dead. That's the name of the last book. But
Again.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I
So
What,
mean,
what about you,
I could
Disco?
see it happening. I was just talking about the angel thing. I don't know. I'm curious about that, and also like everything you guys mentioned about the Eric Stone Street. I'm a huge fan of Modern Family, so my wife always has me watching it.
it's a
So
good show.
I just love seeing Eric Stone
I've
Street
yet to
and
watch
other
that
stuff.
show.
He,
You
I'm
gotta
so
watch
used to
that,
seeing
though.
him as Cam, and then seeing him as like this killer now. It's just like a whole 180. Cam is
But he
like
still
this
has like a little bit of
flamboyant
that
gay,
Cam in him, a little bit to an
that like
Yeah,
extent.
like that energy, but not
Yeah.
the
Not
flamboyant.
no, not that, not the full like,
No,
hey,
yeah.
we're gonna reenact the Lion King. Like
He's definitely a little like a
like
perky serial
reserved.
killer.
Yeah. But
um,
yeah, no.
so yeah, definitely. I'm curious to see what they do with Harrison. Like I said, he wasn't a strong component for me in this season, so I'm wondering like how can they juice him up to make him more, interesting for me. That's some stuff that I would like to see. Follow up on Batista's death, more on Harrison, and just see Dexter get old. Man, he's getting old fast.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't he have cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
so
true. So good. Props to him for still going.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, that's
for
Honestly,
real.
don't
cancer.
don't hurt the character of Blessing. He's just let him be.
Yeah,
I like Blessing too much. Don't hurt him.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's like Batista's gone. We have him now. It's like just
yeah.
let him be okay. He's just out here.
He's so wholesome and just like a
He's just cool.
pure
Man.
soul.
I just need him to hug me.
Even when he pissed Dexter off by like saying that shit with his daughter
Yeah.
or whatever, like he still wanted to love
Yeah.
Blessing and just be like, you better make up with Blessing, Dex. Like,
Yeah, it's like I'm not cool with this. Like I know
I
you're
don't-
killing people and everything, but Blessing's really upset.
You need to go make this right.
So Harry Dexter, you can't let this happen.
And
He's too
even when
much of a good
Dexter
man.
came back, Blessing was just like a stand-up dude. He's just like, come in, man. Like,
Yeah.
get a hug.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know those cats were in the original show? The ceramic
really?
cats? Yeah.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
read that somewhere. Yeah, the
Oh,
one he
yeah.
took was in I think it belonged to Rita. And it was just a random background prop.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah. So I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. Final thoughts.
Yeah, man, looking forward to seeing where the show goes from here. And what's the deal with the Trinity show? Is it happening? Like I never felt like we needed it, but hey, if you make a good show, I'm not gonna be mad at it.
Yeah,
You know?
true. Disco.
Low key upset that they canceled the Origins and whatnot, but Original Sin, Original
Yeah,
Sin.
you got it. Dexter Origins.
This what it's called now. So kind of upset that they canceled down, like we spoke about. I really like the casting and story was good, and it was nice to see like this up and coming, rough around the edge Dexter, still very very new. He doesn't like his kill room isn't even like like what it is now. He's still building his style. That was really cool to me. And then they just dropped the Dax on it. Luckily, Dexter Resurrection is good too, because if they canceled it and Dexter Resurrection wasn't up to snuff, that would have been not cool.
Very disappointing.
No, yeah.
No.
But overall, the casting, the writing, it was phenomenal. So if they keep the momentum, I have no doubt season 2 will be worth the watch.
Yeah, I can't wait for season 2 as well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to all the new villains and stuff, and I really hope they like listen to this podcast and do what we say, because
Someone's got to, right?
yeah, for real, because we coming up with gold.
We named like 12 new shows.
I'm gonna die if Dexter Cold Front comes out. Fucking sue them.
There's just a huge
Dexter Goes to Siberia.
there's like an ice age, or like a mini ice age, and he's
Dexter
just
goes to Russia.
Oh yeah, or that Alaska. Wait, he was in Alaska in Origins, right? Original Sin, wasn't that in
Dexter
Alaska?
kills a polar bear.
Original Sin?
Wasn't that in Alaska?
It's Miami.
Original Sin, the one with Harrison.
That was
that's not
blood.
Original Sin. That's First
Oh
Blood.
shit!
Then he doubled down on that Original Sin.
Yeah,
too, like.
that's
I really
also. By the
did.
way, that's also New York. It's not Alaska.
What
It was New York. He's never been to Alaska.
in the one
Original
with,
Sin takes place in New
It's
York.
like
No,
upstate.
It's upstate New York.
Oh shit!
That's why you thought he drove in a
New
day
York
from
isn't
Alaska
just
to
city.
New York City. No, he drove from upstate New York to New York City in a day. That's
I
like,
don't know. I thought that
Movie
was
magic.
Alaska, bro. Why
He
would
saw
I-
snow.
you
He
do realize
automatically-
how far Alaska is from New York. You realize how the distance.
Yes, it's in Canada, bro. I know.
Oh man, he did that in a day.
He
He had time to spare. He got a job and everything.
Oh fuck me!
Oh
Yo,
man.
I was so confident. All right,
I could tell.
those were my final thoughts.
You were confident with the name of the show and Alaska. Like you were just wrong in every.
Like, you guys are fucking stupid. How do you not understand what I'm saying? Original
man.
Sins,
That
Alaska.
song really
like,
did watch Dexter Cold Front. Like that's crazy.
Oh my
You're right.
God.
It is closer to Russia than New York City. That is wild.
Shut up, Henry. I'm just kidding. I love you.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Y'all crazy, bro. How you not know that shit was Alaska?
Honestly.
Original Sin.
Original Sins is Alaska, bro. Like, what are you talking
They went to a
about?
whole other island in that show. Like, they went to Bohemia.
Oh fuck.
Oh god, I love this. I love this podcast.
Okay,
Good
yeah.
stuff,
So
good stuff.
apparently I'm really tired and my brain's not working. So with that said, thank you for listening to Los Wise Guys podcast. If you like what you hear, follow us on social media, like, subscribe, share, rate, and review. Sorry, I just had to reflect.
The flight from East Coast to Alaska is like 8 hours.
It's that long? It's not that long. Come on, Socks guy. Sorry, before I end the episode, I need to actually see that.
No,
It's on.
from
Not only is it in Canada, it's on the western part above
yeah,
California.
from
Oh.
Jersey to California, it's like 5 to
5
6.
hours.
So imagine going up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true,
definitely
that's
an
true,
extra
that's true.
2 hours.
Now you're right, Socks guy. You're
Man,
right.
he really looked it up online, trying to prove something. Like he's
No,
trying
I
to
was
get any
gonna
type
look
of
it
win
up,
he
and
can.
then
He half asleep trying to fight you, like.
like, listen, all you are fucking wrong. Okay,
It's
shit was
definitely Alaska.
shit was in Alaska, and he
Oh, man.
teleported. That's the only.
The show is called Law and Order SVU.
You didn't see the polar bear in the back of the tree.
All right, thank you for listening to Los Wise Guys podcast. If you like what you hear, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. Just go check us out on YouTube. Thank you for listening.